Howdy, this is Cryptic Grinding back again with an arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I cover round 1 results for the Rogue and Sabretooth arenas, then jump into some round 2 predictions. So first let's take a look at the results. A little unexpected here. The 5-star feature Rogue all the way on the left, she went a bit higher than expected, coming in at 30 million. Typically for an old champ like Rogue, we see around 24-25 million. She went an extra 5 million higher than normal for most 5-star feature old champs. Not too much of, I mean, it was a surprise for sure, but I could see where people went a little bit extra for Rogue because she's still a good champ to have in the game. Then jumping over to the 4-star feature arena, this was more back in line, a little bit higher than what we traditionally see for an old champ, but still nothing as close as the jump that you would see either obviously absolute number, but even in percentage wise from the standard, it's definitely was higher on the 5-star feature than the 4-star feature. Then lastly with Sabretooth, actually this was a little bit on the lower end than expected from most of the community for the first round cutoff for Sabretooth. So as you could hear, there was some unexpected results. So when I compare the actuals against my predictions, was a little bit under for that 5-star feature. That was definitely off. Was just within the 10% boundary for that 4-star feature. So right around that target, and just missed the 10% target range for the 4-star basic. So that one was just a little bit off. Was way off for the 5-star. Well, not way off, but off for sure for the 5-star feature, and just slightly off with that 4-star basic. But pretty much on track for the 4-star feature. So considering all of this and looking at the trends now for round 2, let's start first with the 5-star feature arena for old champs. You could see Yondu, Vulture, and Beast. There's typically a increase for Yondu anyway, because it was, I think that's more because it was such a low result, but with the other ones we saw a slight decrease, and even in the 25 million range with Vulture, and honestly I think this is kind of what we can expect, right around that same ballpark for the 5-star feature. When we look at the 4-star feature Rogue, though, there's an increase with Yondu. Vulture was pretty much the same, and Beast there was an increase, so it's either kind of flat line, and that was on the higher end, that 5.6 that we saw for Vulture, hint that 5.6 that we saw for Rogue could be similar there. Then we take a look at the 4-star basic Sabretooth. You can see Taskmaster, there was a slight increase. MCOC, there was a pretty significant jump. Archangel, there was a decrease. And Sentinel, there was a slight increase. So for any time, for any new champ in the 4-star basic, even in the case of MCOC, you typically see an increase. When there's an old champ like Archangel who comes in the 4-star feature, there's actually a decrease in the second round. But for all these new champs, there's an increase. And I think that's what we can expect here with Sabretooth, very similar to that MCOC trend. Then lastly, when we look at the 3-star feature, no surprise here, between round 1 and round 2, there's a slight increase. So considering all these trends, here are my thoughts for the second round predictions for these arenas. Starting first with the 5-star feature arena on the left, I think Rogue will come in at 29 million. And again, these predictions are for the veterans bracket, meaning your account's been open for over 61 days. And then when we jump to the 4-star feature arena, I think it'll be slightly higher at 5.7, but kind of pretty much the same. Then we jump over to Sabretooth. I think we're going to see that MCOC increase here, going to 3 million, with that limited 25% shard tier coming at 1.6. And lastly, with the 3-star Rogue, I think that number will be right around 665,000. Again, these are the predictions for the veterans bracket. Meaning, I think I'm going to be these were actually where I think the cutoffs will fall within 5 to 10%. So I always like to kind of give a grind target to go a little bit higher, just in case the unexpected happens. And as we saw this time around, that can definitely happen. So with Rogue, if you really want her as a 5-star feature champ, you should go to 31 million. If you want her as a 4-star champ, go to 6 million. If you want Sabretooth, go to 3.2 million. If you want that 3-star feature Rogue, 700,000 should work. And again, these grind targets are for the veterans bracket. When it comes to the lower brackets, beginner and intermediate, if you're new to my channel, unfortunately I don't have a lot of historical data to do any trend analysis again, so it's kind of a stab, not a stab in the dark though as well, because there is some anecdotal information from time to time I'll get from the community on kind of what the results are for these arenas in these lower brackets, and based off of my own experience. Now my own experience is a bit outdated, but still a point of reference in the past that we can kind of base, at least make some very light, kind of predictions against. Nothing really statistically sound or anything like that. But with all that said, with the beginner's bracket 3-star feature, I think you're looking at 245, 4-star basic around 1.1 million, and the 4-star feature right around 1 million. For the intermediate bracket, meaning your account's been open for 31 to 60 days, for the 3-star feature you're looking for 525, 4-star basic Sabretooth, you're looking at 1.2 million, and lastly, that 4-star feature Rogue, you're looking anywhere from 900 to $1 million. So anyway, these are my thoughts for the second round predictions. If you have any questions, throw them on down in the comment section. We can definitely discuss them there. If you have a different opinion, would love to hear about it. Throw it on down in the comment section. We can definitely discuss it there. Other than that, if you like this video, we'd really appreciate it if you can click that thumbs up button. And if you like this and other videos I have on the channel, would really appreciate a subscribe. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great day.